she'd go into the building, she left the blinkers on her BMW. We recognized her from the other time she'd been here. Then, just after that, this white guy rolls up on a red mountain bike.
What'd the guy look like?
Mid-20s, half-ass beard, short hair. Seemed a little hinky, but not a hitter.
Did you brace him before he went in?
No.
Why not?
The kid moved in 2 months ago. We braced everybody that came in here. And the tenant squawked, so word came down to back off.
Okay, so this bicyclist goes in. What else?
Must have been a minute later. These two Hispanics, young couple, clean cut. They're holding hands, you know, laughing. They go in. Then the bicycle guy comes back out maybe 5 minutes after that.
And that was it. Until we got concerned because Miss Ricci was taking so long.
And the Hispanic lovebirds, you see them go out?
No. Yeah, I swear we were expecting a couple of Russian hitters.
They're upstairs.
How many assailants?
One guy could have done this. He cut Ricci's throat, then the mother's. Then the boy.
Hospital says he'll make it. Excuse me.
Miss Ricci have family?
I think just her parents in Queens.
Give me that number. Safe house.
Abbie? I didn't mean to sneak up on you. I need the Cardozo case on willful blindness.
Yeah, sure. It's in here.
Everything okay?
Yeah. I just ran across a case that Ricci and I did, and that reminded me of, you know, one thing led to another.
Yeah, this case. There's so much death.
How's the summation going?
I used to get this dream when I was a kid. I'm swimming in a blue ocean toward this island. Green mountains rising out of the water. I swim and I swim, but the island doesn't get any closer. That's how it's going. I'll show you a draft. I want to get it done.
The law says negligent.
Following the rules does not put you above the law. Just ask the Swiss bankers who appropriated the unclaimed accounts of Holocaust victims. Following the rules does not explain how someone who runs a bank could be so incompetent, so gullible. There can be only one explanation. Mr. Radford willingly turned a blind eye to what was obviously a criminal enterprise, and the Russian mob didn't have to cut off his uncle's hands to get him to do it. All they had to do was wave a fat commission in front of him. Now, some might think that money laundering is just some white-collar crime far removed from our everyday concerns. Let me remind you what money laundering is really about. Mr. Radford made his commission on the backs of these people. This country has always been a beacon to the world for liberty and justice. That's why we keep our borders open. But we're also a beacon for another kind of people, for criminals and con men. We rely on the law to protect us from them. Sometimes that's not enough. Do we need more law, less freedom? Do we cross out parts of the Constitution? I've learned that's not the answer. The answer is that each one of us is responsible to everyone else. Not one of us can afford to turn a blind eye. By respecting the laws we do have, by living up to the true meaning of the word citizen, we preserve our common good. Through his deliberate ignorance, Mr. Radford allowed a criminal enterprise to flourish. innocent people to be killed. He allowed a cancer to grow. This is where it has to stop. Here in this courtroom. With you. Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor. On the sole count of the indictment, enterprise corruption, we find the defendant, Carlton James Radford, guilty.
Wolski, Maletkov, Pinella.
I can help you make cases against all of them.
What does he want in return?
5 years.
He's looking at 25 to life.
And you're looking at another dozen convictions, if he cooperates.
10 years, medium security.
A jury, having found each defendant guilty of 2 counts of murder in the first degree, 1 count murder in the second degree, attempted murder in the first degree, attempted arson in the first degree, enterprise corruption, conspiracy to commit money laundering in the first degree, and 3 counts of intimidating a witness in the third degree, I sentence each defendant to life imprisonment without possibility of parole to be served at a facility to be determined by the Department of Correction.
Go ahead. Try and kill me. I'm not afraid. I'm tough. I'll survive.
Can I have an envelope?
What's that?
The verdict slip. I'm sending it to Ricci's parents.
Just cleaning up. It's okay, Adam. If I disobeyed a direct order from Frank Hogan, he'd have canned me too.
That's Frank Hogan.
Adam?
I told you, no martyrs.